Hi, my name is Jenna Cross, and I'm a Blue Diamond in doTERRA. This is Dana Moore, also a Blue Diamond in doTERRA, and we are so excited that you have decided to host a class.
Yes, we want to make the class the absolute best experience for you and your guests, so we're going to quickly give you a few tips just to ensure that that happens. The first thing that we are going to encourage you to do is to make a list of people to invite. And typically you want to think about people that are interested in natural health options, that may just need some health changes in their life, and just friends that you have, neighbors, acquaintances, your kids' friends, parents. I mean, don't discriminate or limit people who you would invite to this class, because you never know who is really desperate and looking for some answers.
Absolutely, and you want to make sure you invite at least 30 people, because typically what we see is that about up to a quarter of the people that you invite will actually come. So make sure you're inviting at least 30 to make sure you have a good class of about 5 to 10 people. That would be kind of the ideal class size.
Yeah, absolutely. And then when you invite, you want to do it multiple ways. Mm-hmm. So we encourage you to not rely on Facebook as your means of inviting everybody, although you can set up a Facebook event and invite people that way. That's one way to do it. It should not be your primary way. Inviting people in person and handing them a sample of oil is a really great way to invite, because then they have an experience with the product before they even show up. If you do not have samples of oils yet, talk to the person who's coming to teach your class, because they should be able to provide you with some oil samples to hand out to your prospective guests. Also, a postcard, an invitation, a postcard to mail or to just drop off around your neighborhood is a great way to invite, or hand them out at church or wherever you may be that you have friends that would be interested. Okay, so keep them with you, and you want to invite people about 2 weeks before the class. 2 weeks, 10 days before is a good time to do that. And then also texting. We like to do a text invite where we actually text a picture of an invitation. And if, again, ask the class teacher who's coming to share for that information, and they will make one for you or show you how to do it and explain how to set it out. So those are the best ways to do it. And then the best thing to do is send another text reminder the day before the class, so that not only have they been invited, but also to remind them is a really important thing, because people are busy and they forget.
Absolutely. Now, the great thing about hosting a doTERRA class is that it's really simple. You do not have to get fancy and make a ton of food, spend all day in the kitchen. No, you don't need to do that. We don't recommend that you do that. Keep it very simple. Things that you should have on hand is a pitcher of water and then just some water glasses. And the glasses are kind of important. We encourage you to have real glasses rather than plastic cups, because we're going to be putting essential oils into that water, and you want to have oils in glass or metal. So real glasses are great. And for the beginning of the class, that's really all you want to have. You want to have some water on hand that people can grab and sip on. We can add oils to it. If you are going to have any food, if you want to do some very light snacks, some peppermint brownies, or some basic like hummus that we could add lemon to, something like that, save it for the end of the class. Don't have food out at the beginning. And the reason for that is because it's not just people coming to look at products, they're actually coming to learn. So we want to have the actual class setting, class atmosphere. We're going to be giving handouts and clipboards. We want people to be able to take notes and interact. So if they have a plate of food, that's really difficult to do. So if you're going to make some kind of refreshments, it's great to have them at the end for your guests. Yeah, so I just want to reiterate and just kind of explain that a little bit more to make sure that you understand. We would serve water at the beginning, and we would provide, whoever's teaching your class will provide essential oils to go in that water for your guests to enjoy, and then any kind of snack would be served afterwards. And this flows really well with the way that teachers are trained to just share oils, and it works the best for your guests as well. They'll appreciate a class that starts on time in case they need to leave for any reason, that they're not missing out on very valuable information. So, and then the other thing that's really important is to keep children away during class. If you have kids, which we do, and we love them so much, but if you know, if you're a mom, you know that it's massively distracting to think when your children are around, okay? And this is a class that you do need to think and experience and just kind of take some time for yourself. So
I have seen hostess sometimes open it up. Their friends maybe don't have a sitter or need to bring their kids, and they will set up a movie in another room with a responsible adult to watch them, so they're not just putting kids somewhere with no supervision, because then the kids will constantly interrupt. But they'll have someone there, a husband will stay back and play with the kids and have snacks and stuff set aside. So that has worked in the past. In the summertime, having kids outside works. But honestly, if you can help it, by all means, just encourage people to take the time for themselves to come to the class on their own and to leave their children at home, and they will get so much more out of it. And if that is not possible, let your class teacher know, whoever's coming to teach, because she could possibly meet with that person one-on-one at a time that is convenient for them. So if the class time is just not convenient because of children, we can work around that and make sure that they still get a great experience with oils. So.
Absolutely. And then the last thing that's great if you do is if you are a little bit prepared to introduce the teacher that's going to be coming. Your guests that are coming know you. They don't necessarily know the teacher. Maybe they will, but it's great for you to kind of bridge that gap and just to stand up and say, welcome, I'm so glad you came today. If you haven't used essential oils before and this is new to you as the hostess, that is great. You can just say, I've been hearing a lot about essential oils and I'm so excited to learn more. I'm so excited to have whoever it is, teaching tonight, just share a couple things about them and that you really feel thankful to have them there to teach. If you already are using oils, you can just say, a lot of you know that I've been using essential oils and I really love them. I'm so excited to learn more, and I'm so excited to be able to have you be able to learn about essential oils as well, because they've made a huge difference for our family. And you could just share a really quick minute or two about why you started to use them and how you're enjoying them, and then introduce the teacher. So that's a really great thing to do, and the teacher may kind of prep you in that, either through a conversation in advance or when she comes, but you can also just ask, would you like me to introduce you, and is there anything in particular that you'd like me to say?
And that's it, really. If you follow those steps, there is no reason you shouldn't have an awesome class. One thing I should add really quickly is that it's good to kind of RSVP, have your guests RSVP, keep track of that for the teacher. They're going to bring giveaways, they're going to bring materials, and they need to have an accurate head count. So that means that anyone who's over the age of 18 that's coming to your class that is not already part of doTERRA, that would count in the head count. Okay, so if you have 9 guests coming, but 2 of them are 12 years old, don't include them in the head count. And then one of them is already an active doTERRA user, I wouldn't include them in the head count either. I would just include those that are new to doTERRA and that are over the age of 18 and are able to make decisions for their health on their own, basically. So just to give you an idea, and it's really helpful for your teacher to know, like, I have 5 confirmed guests or I have 7 confirmed guests. That's really helpful to us when we come to teach, and it'll make your class success that much more. So
yeah, have fun.
Yes, have a great time. Thank you.